A, A to G Mastery Super Edison 1. Detective Camp Chapter 5. Then grabbed Josh and pulled him out onto the cabin porch. What's going on? Josh asked. I haven't been brushed. Ruth find the ring. Then whispered as she tugged Josh off toward the trees. Ruth joined down, scurrying from behind their cabin. It was hidden under my mattress, she whispered. She showed the ring to Dink and Josh. Do you think it's hers? Josh asked. I mean, what's your name? Madame Mollis Musi. Ruth said. It must be, unless someone else is missing a ring. How did you find it? Dink asked. My mattress was crooked, she said. When I straightened it out, I felt the ring. So someone hidden there. Dink said, but why? I hate to say it, but maybe one of my cabin mates stole the ring, Ruth said, and maybe they hid it in the case of my mother, Mollis Musi, that died to third the cabins. If she did, she'd find the ring under your mattress and blame you for stealing it, Josh said. Ruth nodded. I know, she said. Josh crackled. At least we know remote the goat didn't eat it, he said. What should we do? Ruth said. Maybe we could tell the Darvish, Josh said. No, they'll just get upset if we thought one of our campers was a thief, Ruth said. Should we give it back to Madame Mulsey tomorrow? Dink said. Explain how you found under your... No, Ruth interrupted, shaking her head, because then she'll go and upset the Darbies. Just then Buzzy, Angie, and Luke coming strolling around the cabin laughing and whispering. Ruth followed Dink and Josh further into the shadows. I have an idea, she said. Let's sneak into the lodge later, leave the ring with Madame Musi. We'll sure to find in the morning. Both boys stared at her. She'll just think she misplaced it, Ruth went on. I guess it's the best thing to do, Dink said. How will we get in? The doors might be locked. The kitchen door isn't. Josh said. It doesn't lock. Remember how Maria told us how goats get in? Okay, set your watch alarm, Ruth told Dink. She shoved the ring deep into the pocket of your shorts. Meet right here at midnight. They speeded up, and Dink and Josh hurried into Moo's cabin. Watch out, guys, asked Buzzy. It's time to get ready for bed. We're just talking to our friend Rose, Dink said. Okay, fellas, you can read whatever in 10 more minutes. Then lights out, Buzzy said. Sleep tight and don't let the shady lake monster bite. Most of the kids laughed. Josh got undressed and climbed up the ladder at the top bunk. Dink did the same, pulling one blue pajamas. She put the alarm on his watch, then tried to read. She was reading about bobcats, but she could picture was someone hiding in the stolen ring under Ruth's mattress. Later, after the lights were out, he kept thinking about the ring. For some reason, he didn't believe one of the girls in Fox cabin was a thief. Could it be Buzzy? In his mind, they kept seeing the Moose cabin concealed on his knees next to Hunter's bed. Something very weird was going on in the detective camp. Dink was dreaming. She was riding remote to go through the forest, with Ronald the rooster on his shoulder. Ronald began to chirp in his ear, and Dink woke up. The chirping was his watch. He fumbled for the tiny button to shut the alarm off. Midnight digging up, Dink listened to the cabin noises. He heard the lots of sopping breathing and a couple of deeper snores in Buzzy's bed. Dink reached one leg up and kicked the top bunk to wake Josh. A moment later, Josh climbed down his ladder and stood next to Dink's bed. Dink put a finger to the lips, and the two boys slipped out of the cabin. They hurried off the porch toward the trees. They were both in pajamas and barefoot. The damp grass tickled the bottom of the Dink's feet. The moon was only partially visible through the trees, but it cast a glow on the ground and cabins. She better show up soon, Josh grumbled deep in the shadows. I'm right behind you, Ruth said in a raspy voice. Josh jumped and put his hand on his chest. Why don't you give him a heart attack, he hissed. Ruth grinned. Gee, are Moose cabin boys afraid of the dark? She asked. No, but I owe you one scare, Josh said. Okay, we are gonna do this. The three of them hurried across the lawn and the driveway. They crept past the picnic tables to the lodge back door. Dink looked for nuts, but the windows were totally dark, and he reached for the doorknob when Josh had stopped him. What if there's an alarm? Josh asked. Dink thought about those paintings inside and collection of animals that looked like valuable silver. They could be, I guess, he said, putting back his head. Guys, if the Darbies didn't fix their broken lock, they sure didn't bother with an alarm. Rose said. She turned the dock knob and the door opened. Dink felt his head hurt, so then began racing as they stepped into the dark kitchen. He crossed his fingers, hoping the doorbell would sound sleepers. Then he remembered that Mother Lucy Musie also slept in the house. He crossed more fingers. This way, Roosevelt whispered. They walked through the long work table, then through the swinging door into the dining room. Moonlight shone through the windows, revealing a dining room table. On one end, the large towel covered a bunch of lovely objects. Dink lifted the towel. He found a bottle of liquor, some cotton balls, package of oak tips, and a small painting of his frame. Even the dim room, Dink could tell the painting had been cleaned. Dink replaced the towel carefully. At the far end of the room, he noticed a truck. It stood on the end with the lid open sideways like a door. Arranged on a narrow shelf inside the truck were bushes, more bottles, pallets, a hammer, and a few books. The binding on the biggest book read 1,000 Years of American Painters. Josh was staring up at the massive moose head over the fireplace mantel. He looks like you, Dink, Josh said. Same ears. Guys, look, Rose whispered. She was pointing to a small cardboard box. On its side were the words, all safe leather gloves. She wear these gloves, Rose said. Why haven't I left her ring on the box? She'll have noticed it tomorrow, Dink nodded. Good idea, he said. Now let's get out here before Josh trips something and the catch of a burglar thing. Rose carefully placed the ring on top of the box. The kids hurried out in the lot and raced across the lawn through the cabins. Angie and Buzzy were standing on the moose cabin porch. They didn't look happy. Uh-oh, Josh murmured. Busted. Where do you guys have been? Angie asked. Didn't know what to say. Josh opened his mouth like a goldfish, gulping from the oxen. I found Mother Lucy's ring, Josh Roosevelt finally admitted. We were just returning it. I left it on our work table. Both of us constantly stared at her. I found the ring under my mattress, Roosevelt went on. Dink and Josh and I didn't know what else to do, so we bought in the dining room. The ring was under your mattress, Angie said. Roosevelt nodded. And I didn't know how to get there, honest. You should have told one of us, Buzzy said. We don't want you kids wandering around in the middle. Roosevelt, thank you for telling us, Angie broke in. We'll take it from here. Now let's all get some sleep. Good night, everyone. He and Roosevelt went next door to Fox's cabin. Dink and Josh followed Buzzy inside. No more midnight rambles, guys, Buzzy whispered as he slid under the covers. Dink crawled in the sleeping bag, and he was pulling it up to his chin. The moonlight fell in one of the pajama sleeves. He noticed something yellow on the cuff. It looked like paint smudge. Dink touched the smudge, and some of the yellow came off his finger. It definitely looked like a paint, and it was still sticky. Where'd he rub against the wet paint? Then he remembered the painting on the table in the large dining room. Uh-oh, she muttered to himself as she closed his eyes. He hoped he hadn't damaged the painting. As he fell asleep, he pictured himself being searched for $1 million for ruining a masterpiece.